Despite the fact that Nextiva provides a spectrum of communication solutions for organizations, there are occasions when circumstances shift and you realize that you need to move on. This video will walk you through the steps of terminating your Nextiva contract in an effort to make the process as easy and informative as possible for you. The initial step is to become acquainted with the Nextiva contract that you ultimately decided to sign, including the duration of the service, the cancellation policy, and the early termination fees, ETFs. This document provides an overview of the terms of service. Focus should be placed on the following major areas. Contract length. Nextiva contracts typically range from 12 to 36 months. Knowing your specific term will determine if you're eligible for cancellation without penalty. Cancellation clause. Look for a section outlining the cancellation process. It will specify the methods for notifying Nextiva and any required notice period. Early termination fees. ETFs. These fees are imposed if you cancel before the contract ends. The ETF amount often decreases over the life of the contract. Nextiva offers a few ways to terminate your service. Standard cancellation. If you're past the initial contract term, you can cancel with written notification, email, or letter to Nextiva's customer service department. Check the cancellation clause for the required notice period. There typically won't be any ETFs after the initial contract period. Early termination. If you're still within the initial contract term, you'll likely incur an early termination fee, ETF. The specific fee amount should be outlined in your contract. Negotiation. You can attempt to negotiate with Nextiva. Explain your situation and see if they're willing to waive or reduce the ETF. Perhaps you can agree to a shorter service term to minimize their lost revenue. Preparing for cancellation. Before initiating cancellation, take these steps to ensure a smooth transition. Find a new provider. Research and choose a new communication service provider that aligns with your current needs. Porting phone numbers. If you want to keep your existing phone numbers, initiate the porting process with your new provider. They will handle the communication with Nextiva. Inventory equipment. Review your contract to determine any equipment rental agreements. You may need to return the equipment in good condition by a specific deadline to avoid additional charges. Communicating with Nextiva. Written notification. Send a clear and concise email or letter stating your intent to cancel. Include your account information, cancellation date, adhering to the notice period, and preferred method for handling any outstanding charges. Contact customer service. Follow up your written notification with a call to Nextiva's customer service department. This confirms receipt of your cancellation request and allows you to discuss any unanswered questions. Prorated charges. You may be responsible for service charges up to your official cancellation date. Final bill. Review your final bill from Nextiva to ensure all charges are accurate and reflect the agreed-upon cancellation terms. Contract buyout. In rare cases, some businesses may consider a contract buyout. This involves paying a lump sum to Nextiva to terminate the contract early. However, this option is usually only financially viable for companies with a significant remaining contract term and high early termination fees. Exiting a Nextiva contract requires careful planning and an understanding of the terms outlined in your agreement. By following the steps above and maintaining clear communication with Nextiva, you can navigate the cancellation process efficiently and minimize any financial repercussions. Remember, if you're unsure about any aspect of your contract or the cancellation process, don't hesitate to reach out to Nextiva's customer service department for clarification.